Hi everyone, my name is Zara, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Totoro shaker charm. It's so cute and I really love Totoro. He's like a big fat fluffy bunny. I think my favourite Studio Ghibli film actually is Ponyo, to be honest. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite Studio Ghibli film is. I'd be really interested to know. So let's get to the tutorial.
So starting off with, you want to take like a pebble-sized piece of clay. So I'm using cosclay, which is really similar to polymerclay. However, it's going to remain flexible as it's like a mixture of clay and rubber. So I drew like a circle in the middle so I know where all my glitter and sparkles and sprinkles etc. are going to go. And then I kind of drew out Totoro's body shape and cut off any excess. And then I proceeded to like shape his body with my hands basically. And I found out about cosplay through Jazza, who is a big arts and crafts channel, and he was talking about it. It was an old video. They had a Kickstarter, I think around a year ago, where they had all these different colours, but unfortunately I missed out on that. So I checked their website and they have like a list of distributions around the world. So basically local art shops or art and craft shops where you live that will sell the clay, and I found one in the UK, so I managed to get hold of some. And next I moved on to doing the ears, and I basically shaped them. They're like bunny ears, I'd say. I think Totoro is like just a big giant fluffy bunny, and I shaped the ears and basically smoothed this down to the head part. As you can see right now, it basically looks like a funny avocado with ears. And I also want to give a shout out to TrenoNights. She's a really cool like clay channel, I'd say, and she explained how to kind of work the clay a bit to get it ready. It's really easy to use this cosclay. I think it's even easier than polymer clay, to be honest. As polymer clay, I always have to pull out my pasta machine, even if I'm using the soft kind, and run it through it just so it's workable. Whereas this, I literally rolled it around for maybe 2 minutes in my hands and it was ready to work with. And as you can see here, like smoothing down the arms, it's really super simple and it's smoothing down really, really nicely. And I'm even having to go back in with my clay tool just to add in some extra detail. So I was going to put feet on, but then I changed my mind as I didn't want to like cover up this part where all the sprinkles and that were going to go, because I need to stick some acetate down later on. So I basically just pulled out the inside using a clay tool and just took out maybe half, I'd say, so that there was still a nice like big chunk of clay on the back, so that it would be still like quite solid. And then I use this ball tool to smooth out the inside. And then again I was like, should I put feet on? And I changed my mind again. I was like, nope, I don't think that's a good idea. And now you just want to make sure it's nice and flat. So as you can see here, I'm doing this a few times. As I said, when we put that acetate on, it needs to be nice and flat, otherwise it won't stick properly and then you can have like a whole glitter mess, which nobody wants. And then lastly, I just went around the edges to make sure everything was like nice and smooth. And then once I was happy with that, I went ahead and put in like this eyelet tool, which is basically a jewelry finding piece, so that once it's all baked in the oven, this will get baked in with it and I won't have to fiddle around with like a screwdriver or a drill even to put one of these in, and I can attach it to my keyring. So then I baked it in the oven at, I think it was 140 degrees, but please follow the instructions on your clay for how long to bake it and which temperature.
So here is my Totoro charm, nicely fresh out of the oven. Well, not really because I let it cool down, but here it is after baking. As you can see, this clay is still like a bit flexible. I mean, this part is quite thick, but if I was to do this with polymer clay, it would probably snap. So I'm going to start painting it. I'm going to use this Arteza paint. This is outdoor acrylic, which is basically like extra waterproof, I guess, because acrylic paint is waterproof anyway. And then I'll probably mix up like a yellowy colour for like his stomach. So here is my painted Totoro. I'm just going to put like the face features on now using this pen. This is like a fine liner pen. I'm just going to use it to kind of draw out his eyes, nose and that. And it's quite cool because if I make a mistake, I can wipe it off so it just doesn't dry like too quickly. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to be using this acetate, and I'm just going to place this over and to draw a circle around here where it's going to basically stick down. So this is a really rough circle, and I'm just going to cut it out slightly neater than I've drawn it. And I'm just going to take this piece of tissue and just wipe off that pen mark. Just want to double check, yep, and that fits nicely over his tummy. Oops. So that's going to fit over like that. So for the inside of the shaker, I am actually going to put some liquid in. You don't have to. There are shakers where you just put like charms in and you then just seal it up, but I want to give this a go. So I have a cup of water here. I've literally just boiled some water to get rid of any impurities, and so this is around a cup, and then I'm going to add around a tablespoon or so of this clear glue. Just going to eyeball it, and then I'm going to mix it in until that dissolves. So I have mixed this all together and left it to cool down just a bit as well. And next I'm going to be putting in like the charms and stuff. So I'm using these, which are kind of like half pearls, and this like glitter. It's really pretty, like pale pink, purple, blue. And then I also used some of these dried flowers. So I actually already mixed it up in this. So I'm just going to tip it in. And then next I'm going to take my pipette here, take some of this mixture and just gently just pour it in. Next I'm going to put the plastic on, so the little piece of acetate that I cut out, but first of all I'm going to use this UV resin, and I'm going to just put this around the edge. So I'm just going to place the plastic now on top of that UV resin, just press it down slightly. And now I'm going to take my UV light and cure that. Okay, so I have sealed up the bottom, and now I'm going to go ahead and just add some more UV resin over the top and around the edges of the acetate. So as you can see here is the final shaker in all its glory. It's so good. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. This is the first shaker I've ever made, and I was really adventurous and actually put the liquid in, and I'm so pleased with how it turned out. So if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Even if you disliked it, please leave a thumbs down, and if you want to see more from myself, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!